My friend, you are about to hear a secret. It is a secret known to every great man and woman who has ever walked this earth. It is a secret that has built empires, created vast fortunes, and forged legends out of ordinary lives. And today, this secret is no longer a secret. Today, it becomes your property. I want you to ask yourself a question, a simple question, but one that holds the weight of your entire future. Here it is. Are you the architect of your life, or are you merely a tenant in it? Do you build your days according to a grand design, a blueprint of your own furious creation? Or do you simply occupy the space you are given, paying rent to your doubts and your fears? Let me tell you a story about a man who was an architect. His name was Andrew Carnegie. He arrived on these shores a poor Scottish boy, with nothing but the clothes on his back and a fire in his heart. He worked in a boiler room, a brutal, soot-choked place. But Andrew Carnegie did not see a boiler room. He saw a classroom. He did not see himself as a laborer. In his mind, he was already a captain of industry. While his hands were black with grime, his mind was building the greatest steel empire the world had ever known. He conceived it first. He saw the mills, the railroads, the bridges, all made of his steel. He held that picture in his mind with such intensity, with such unshakable faith, that it became a physical reality. He was not a laborer who became a tycoon. He was a tycoon who, for a short time, happened to work in a boiler room. What was the force that allowed him to do this? What is the power that separates the Carnegies, the Fords, the Edisons of the world from the millions who live and die without ever tapping into their true potential? It is the power of creative vision. This is not a theory. This is not a pleasant idea for a Sunday afternoon. This is a fundamental law of the universe, as real and as relentless as the law of gravity. Just as gravity pulls a dropped stone to the earth, the law of creative vision pulls your conceived and believed desires into your physical reality. It is the workshop of your mind where you can build your future before it happens in real life. Ignore this law, and you will be tossed by the waves of circumstance. You will be a ship without a rudder, drifting wherever the current takes you. Master this law, and you become the captain of your soul, the master of your fate. You command the current. You chart the course. What is creative vision? It is the active, disciplined, and passionate use of your imagination to create your reality. It is not daydreaming. Daydreaming is passive. It is fleeting. It is a wisp of smoke. Creative vision is a forge. It is a workshop. It is the place where you take the raw material of your desires and you hammer them into a definite shape. It is the power to see what is not yet there, and through the force of your belief, to make it so. Let me give you a simple analogy. Think of a master builder. Before he ever orders a single brick, before he pours a single ounce of concrete, what does he do? He consults the blueprint. That blueprint is everything. It is the complete picture. It shows the foundation, the walls, the windows, the roof. It is the finished building, on paper. Without that blueprint, the builder is lost. He would have men running in every direction, wasting materials, wasting time, building chaos. The blueprint brings order. It brings focus. It brings efficiency. Your mind is that master builder, and your creative vision is the blueprint. A life without creative vision is a construction site without a plan. It is piles of lumber and stacks of brick with no purpose. It is a life of wasted effort, of confusion, of building something you never really wanted. But a life with creative vision, that is the life of a genius. That is the life of a creator. You have the blueprint. You see the finished structure of your success. You know exactly where every piece goes. Every action you take is purposeful. Every thought is a brick laid perfectly in place. You are not guessing. You are building. This principle rests upon 3 key points. 3 commands for your mind. They are simple to understand, but they require all of your will to execute. They are: first, you must use your imagination. Second, you must see your goal as already done. And third, you must plan new ways to achieve it. Let us dive into the first of these, the very engine of it all, the use of your imagination. Your imagination is the most powerful, the most underused, the most misunderstood tool you possess. It is the gift given to you by the infinite intelligence of the universe. It is your direct line to creation itself. Most people think imagination is for children. They think it is for artists and storytellers. They are wrong. Dead wrong. For the practical man, for the man or woman who wants to achieve anything of substance in this world, imagination is not a toy. It is a workshop. You must use your imagination. This is not a suggestion. It is a command. You must go into that workshop every single day, and you must get to work. How? You must close your eyes to the world of your current circumstances. You must shut out the doubt, the noise, the limitations, and in the quiet of your own mind, you must begin to build. You are not building with wood and steel. You are building with thought and feeling. Let us say your goal is to own a successful business. Do not just think, I want a successful business. That is a weak wish. That is a daydream. You must go into your imagination and you must build the entire scene. You must see the office. What does it look like? Is there a large window? What is the view? What kind of desk do you have? Feel the weight of the leather chair you are sitting in. Smell the coffee in the cup on your desk. Now, hear the sound. The phone rings. You pick it up. It is a major client. They are thanking you for the excellent service you provided. Hear the gratitude in their voice. Feel the satisfaction that courses through you. Now, look at the financial statement on your desk. See the numbers. See the profit. See the tangible result of your work. Make it real. Make it vivid. Pour every one of your senses into this mental picture. You might be thinking, this feels silly. This feels like make-believe. And I say to you, every single thing that exists in our man-made world was once make-believe. The chair you are sitting on was once a thought in a designer's mind. The light bulb that illuminates your room was once a persistent vision in the mind of Thomas Edison. He saw the light before he ever found the filament. He conceived it, and then he believed it so completely that he endured 10,000 failures until his belief became reality. Your doubt is the only thing that is silly. Your willingness to live in a world created by others, instead of creating your own, that is what is truly silly. The why is absolute. You must use your imagination because your imagination is the sole source of all new ideas, all new beginnings. Your external world is merely a reflection of your internal world. If you want to change the reflection, you must change the object. And the object is your thinking. Your imagination is the tool that shapes that thinking. It is the sculptor of your destiny. Now, let us move to the second key, the one that gives creative vision its irresistible power. You must see your goal as already accomplished. This is the master key. This is the step that most people miss. They see their goal as something far off in the distance, something they are working towards, maybe, someday, if they are lucky. That is a hope. That is a wish. Hope is weak. A wish is a beggar's plea. But faith is a power. Faith is a knowing. When you see your goal as already accomplished, you are not hoping. You are knowing. You are operating from a place of faith. You are no longer building the blueprint. You are reading from the blueprint of a building that, in your mind, already stands. This is a subtle but monumental shift in your consciousness. How do you do this? You must speak of your goal not as a future event, but as a present fact. Do not say, I am going to be a best-selling author. Say, I am a best-selling author. Feel the difference? The first is a journey that may never end. The second is a state of being. It is your reality. In your imaginative workshop, you are not practicing for a performance. The performance is already over. The curtain has fallen. You are taking your bow. You are feeling the applause. The achievement is a memory. It is done. This does not mean you sit back and do nothing. Quite the opposite. Because you know, with every fiber of your being, that you are a best-selling author, you now act in accordance with that reality. You write every day with the confidence of a best-selling author. You research markets like a best-selling author. You carry yourself with the unshakable poise of a person who has already achieved the thing they set out to do. Your actions are no longer fueled by the anxiety of, what if I fail? They are fueled by the certainty of, I am this. Your mind, specifically your subconscious mind, is a goal-striving mechanism. It moves you inexorably toward the dominant picture you hold in your mind. If you hold a picture of struggle and doubt, that is what your subconscious will work to manifest. It will find ways to make you struggle. It will find reasons for you to doubt. But if you hold a picture of a goal already achieved, of success, of victory, of completion, then your subconscious mind will accept that as its command. It will take that as its orders, and it will begin to orchestrate every thought, every action, every decision you make, to align with that picture. It will solve problems you didn't know you had. It will attract people and opportunities you never thought possible. It will guide you, step by step, to make the mental picture a physical fact. You might object, but how can I see it as done when my bank account is empty? When I have no clients? When I have no idea how to even start? I will tell you. You must defy the evidence of your senses. Your senses show you the current circumstance. Your imagination shows you the ultimate reality. You must choose which master you will serve. Will you serve the master of current circumstances, which are merely the echoes of your past thinking, or will you serve the master of your ultimate reality, which is the cause of your future conditions? The great ones always choose the ultimate reality. Henry Ford saw a nation of people driving his automobiles long before he had a reliable factory, long before he had an assembly line. He saw it as done. The world called him a fool, but he was not looking at the world. He was looking at his vision, and his vision reshaped the world. This brings us to the third key point, the bridge between the world of imagination and the world of manifest reality. You must plan new ways to achieve it. Creative vision is not passive. It is not merely seeing and believing. It is seeing, believing, and then acting with relentless determination. That action must be guided by a plan, a definite, practical, step-by-step plan. Your vision gives you the destination. Your plan gives you the roadmap. Once you have fixed the image of your accomplished goal firmly in your mind will become a magnet for ideas to make it real. This is where your imagination shifts from building the finished product to engineering the construction process. You must sit down with pen and paper, and you must write out a plan. How will you achieve this? What is the first step? The second? The third? But here is the crucial part, the part that requires flexibility and resilience. Your first plan will almost certainly be wrong. It will be incomplete. It will be based on what you know today. And as you move toward your goal, you will learn new things. You will encounter obstacles you never foresaw. This is not failure. This is education. So, you must plan new ways. You must be ready to adapt, to pivot, to change your methods without ever changing your goal. Your vision of the finished building is sacrosanct. It is unchanging. But the scaffolding you use to build it, that can change daily. If one path is blocked, you immediately devise another. You do not quit. You recalculate. Let me give you a clear example. A young woman has a vision of herself as the owner of a thriving bakery. She sees it. She smells the bread. She feels the joy of her customers. That vision is solid. Her first plan is to get a bank loan to rent a storefront. She goes to the bank. They say no. Her plan has failed. A person without creative vision would give up. They would say, I guess it wasn't meant to be. But our young woman, her vision is already real. The bakery exists in her mind. So, the bank's no is not a death sentence. It is simply an instruction to find a new way. So, she plans a new way. She decides to start from her home kitchen, selling at local farmers markets. She does this. She builds a following. Then, she uses that success to apply for a small business grant. Another new way. She gets the grant. Now she can afford the storefront. The bank, seeing her success, now says yes. She never changed her vision. She only changed her plans. She persisted in her faith, and she was flexible in her methods. This is the practical application of creative vision. It is a continuous cycle. You imagine the end result. You believe it is already yours. You create a plan of action. You take the first step. You meet an obstacle. You return to your imagination. You conceive of a new plan. You believe in the new plan. You execute. And you repeat this process until your mental image and your physical reality are one and the same. This process, my friend, is not a one-time event. It is a discipline. It is a ritual. It is the daily programming of your most powerful asset, your subconscious mind. You must understand this. Your subconscious mind is like the most fertile soil in the universe. It will grow whatever seeds you plant in it. But it cannot tell the difference between a seed of success and a seed of failure. It only knows to bring forth what is planted. The thoughts you think, the images you hold, are the seeds. If you plant seeds of fear, of lack, of doubt, your subconscious will obediently produce a harvest of fear, lack, and doubt in your life. But if you plant the seed of a definite, vividly imagined, and passionately believed goal, your subconscious mind will set to work like a mighty force of nature to bring that harvest to fruition. How do you plant this seed? Through repetition, through faith. You must go into your imaginative workshop every single day, preferably twice a day, once in the morning when you rise, and once at night before you sleep. In the quiet peace of these moments, your mind is most receptive. You must close your eyes. You must shut out the world. And you must rehearse your vision. See the goal as accomplished. Feel the emotions of that accomplishment. Make the mental picture as vivid and as real as the room you are sitting in. Do this day after day after day. This is not a chore. This is the most important work you will ever do. This is you, the architect, consulting the blueprint. This is you, the farmer, tending the seed. You are giving your subconscious mind its marching orders. And I promise you, with every fiber of my being, that if you do this with a burning desire, with unwavering faith, and with persistent action, your subconscious mind will accept these orders. It will then begin to guide you. It will give you hunches. It will bring you ideas. It will attract the people and the resources you need. You will find yourself knowing what to do, and when to do it. Doors will open that you never saw before. This is the law. This is the key. This is the secret. So now, we come to the end of our time together, and the beginning of your new life. You have the answer. Remember the question I asked you at the beginning? Are you the architect of your life? Or are you merely a tenant? You now know the answer. You are the architect. You have always been the architect. You just forgot that you had the blueprint. You have been given the 3 keys. Use your imagination. See your goal as already done. Plan new ways to achieve it. This is the essence of creative vision. This is the workshop where your future is built. My call to action for you is simple, direct, and immediate. I want you to take the first step. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Right now. As soon as this message ends, I want you to find a quiet place. Take a pen. Take a piece of paper. And I want you to write down one definite, major goal for your life. Just one. Make it clear. Make it specific. Do not write, I want to be rich. Write, I will have $100,000 in my bank account by this date next year. Be definite. Now, close your eyes. I want you to see that goal as already accomplished. See the bank statement with that number. Feel the feeling of financial freedom. Feel the security. Feel the pride. Make it real. Hold that picture for 5 minutes. Let it burn into your mind. That is your first step. That is you walking into your workshop for the first time as the master, as the architect. Do this every single day from this day forward. Never miss a day. This daily ritual will do more to change your life than anything else you will ever do. You have a power within you that is greater than any circumstance, greater than any past failure, greater than any doubt. That power is your mind, your ability to conceive, to believe, and to achieve. There is a quote that has guided every great achievement throughout history. It is the sum total of all we have discussed. It is the truth you must now burn into your heart. Listen to these words. Let them sink into your soul. This is your new creed. This is the law you will live by. What the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Go and achieve.